Hi, and welcome to my course, The Joy of M.O.T.I.F. My name is Rachel Bellamy, and I'm a mixed media artist. Hi, and welcome to my course. My name is Rachel Bellamy, and I'm a mixed media artist, and I am so excited about this opportunity to invite you to take my course, The Joy of M.O.T.I.F. Now, first, let me explain what this course is about and offer you up an invitation, because if you are anything like me, or at least how I used to be, you'll be able to relate. I love to create. It is my peace. It is where I go for to fully express myself, to work out emotions. It's where I commune with God. I just enjoy the process, and I look forward to those opportunities that I get to create. But in the past, what would happen is I would gather all my supplies and all my colors, and then I would just get overwhelmed. And I would literally spend the bulk of my energy and time in this state of overwhelm, trying to figure out what should I paint, what colors work together, what should I use butterflies, should I use birds, should I use all the things at one time? And it became so much in my head that I never really got to the joy of creating. It was really a head exercise and overwhelm. And so what I realized was, one, I needed a process that worked for me, and I needed a framework. And so in this class, The Joy of M.O.T.I.F, I'm going to share with you some of my secret sauce. I'm going to give you the Chick-fil-A sauce and the Big Mac sauce, but I'm not going to give you all the sauce. I'm going to give you enough so that you can understand why this process and this framework works for me. So let me just give you a quick overview of the course. It's an 8-lesson course. It's over 3 hours or so of intense joy. No, seriously though. It is a lot of joy and a lot of fun. But what I do is I cover the process and the framework that I use. The framework is called M.O.T.I.F, and I'll walk you through that. And the process, it's a little unconventional because I'm not a one piece of art completed type of person. When I work in what I call batches or project piles, right? And so when I sit down to work, I will literally create 40 pieces of art. And you'll watch me in this course create 24 finished, frameable, cohesive pieces of art. And I will be making 3 distinct piles, and I'll show you how to make these distinct piles with different backgrounds, with different foregrounds, with different ways of layering. And I'm going to walk you through this process of motif, which is why people, when they look at my art, 1, it's recognizable. 2, all the pieces in the collection seem to go together, right? Like, why is that? And that's because I use my framework called Motif. So in the 8 lessons, we're going to create, hold on. We're going to create a mood board, which is always my jumping off point for all my projects. We're going to create backgrounds, and then we're going to build layers and layers and layers, and we're going to use objects and textures to create this depth. Then we're going to create, so I said the O and the T, objects and textures. Then we're going to create images and focal points, images and focal points. And then we will finish, that was I and F, and then we will finish by making marks. And these marks for me are very personal, they're meditative, and each of us has a mark, right? And so we'll discuss that, and we'll figure out your mark. So I would love for you to join me on this course. I'm so excited for this opportunity, and I hope you'll be in the class so that we can experience the joy of motif.